Hi, welcome back to Glow's Eatery. You might recognize this young man, Ethan Mezikowski, my grandson, and he's done a few shows with me. And today, we're going to put together some wonderful biscottis, right? Yeah. And I'm just going to step off the set for a minute, and I'm just going to let you put all the ingredients together.
Okay. And
when you're ready to have somebody work with the dough, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so first you need some sugar, some olive oil, the flavoring, and some eggs that I have already beat up. The sugar can sometimes be a little hard to get off the sides, like the eggs, the olive oil. Just gotta mix it up till you get like a little brown color and get it all mixed up. Okay, now you need some flour and some baking powder. Now it feels a little much better. Let me use this one just to get all the flour off the sides. Okay, now it's starting just to get a little more harder. The flour is starting to blend in a little more. And at this point, I feel like I should put on some gloves because it's getting really hard. Oh, the flour is still sticking on the bottom, so I just want to push it down a little bit so I can grab on. And it's time to let the fun start.
Wow. Yeah, these cranberry pistachio biscottis are delicious. And it just so happens that one of the dry ingredients is salt, but we don't use it because those pistachios have salt on them. So we're going to bake this in a 325-degree oven for about 35 minutes. And they come out so nice and soft. And we'll show them to you a little later on in the show. And Ethan's going to divide this up so that we can put maybe about 12-inch logs by 2.5 inches on each tray. How's that?
Sounds good.
So if you want to hand me, or I can take, because this is really sticky, I'll just drop mine down and start to shape it, and I'll wet my hands. And you want to take yours?
Sure.
And you wet your hands. Makes 2 nice 12-inch logs. Now, don't forget to wet your hands.
Yep.
Because
I'm trying to make it all even.
That's the key. And as you see, you can stretch it easily. It gets to be nice and shiny. This looks good from my end. Okay?
Mine seems almost done.
What you do is put it on the palms too.
Oh, okay.
The palms of your hand, and it'll come out great. Good, good. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay, so there we have the cranberry pistachio biscottis. I'll tell you, we're addicted to them at home. And I know that once you make them, and if you prefer to bake them after you cut them, you can do that too at a 275-degree oven just to get them a little bit dried out. They're a little bit crispy. But here, show the viewers what yours looks like. They're great. They're absolutely great. We use parchment paper. I find that that's the easiest to use. And once we clean up, we're going to show you the finished product, and we'll cut it and share it. Thank you. Okay, now that we have baked our logs, we're back. I let them cool for 10 minutes, and now we're going to cut them. So Ethan, go ahead, you try, see how you do, because it's not easy. There's a lot of nuts to cut through. You did it.
Does that seem about the right size?
Mm-hmm. About the end piece, you can't gauge, but now about a half, a half, 3/4 of an inch. Good. Good. Did it. Did it.
I'll put these on here.
Sure. And while Ethan is cutting his, I'll just cut a few pieces of mine as well. Not too bad. Here too, I have an extra set that I already cut, so I'll put that right there. Go ahead. Oh, you're doing a nice, what's that?
You want a couple to cut?
Sure.
Okay, I'll cut off half.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can cut this.
Okay, thank you. I got 3 good cuts. There we have it. That is nice. Boy, you decorated that plate nicely. Make sure that we get a good close-up of this. This is Ethan's hand-cut pistachio cranberry biscottis. That's great, really great. Do you want to try one?
Sure.
I think.
I'll try the end piece.
Me too. I was thinking the same thing because it's small.
I really like the cranberries.
And I really like nuts. See, that's that sweet and salty taste. So try it. This is a fantastic biscotti, but we have another one coming up, another special one, and it's Ann's Almond Biscottis. And Ann is a friend of mine in Wakefield, and she gave me the recipe. I just spoke to her today, and she'll be watching the show once it's up and running. And so we'll clear the set. Okay, so these almond biscottis, the almonds are the key factor. These are 2 cups of almonds. And if you notice, they have all been cut in half because you will find it a lot easier to cut the biscottis at the very end. Now there's a special way, and Ethan's going to show you, with a kitchen scissors. This is just for working in the kitchen. And just show them, Ethan, how you cut the almonds easily in half.
Okay, so you need to point the scissors down, and then you just cut.
See, it really is easy that way. Now, my friend does it this way. Takes and very carefully cuts it like that. I find this scissors pointed down works perfectly. But here again, just to show you, it does work.
It's much better in like one of these tall bowls.
Right.
So it doesn't, the almonds don't like fly all over the place.
Right. So Ethan has a few extra, but we do have the 2 cups. for the ingredients. And now let me, while you're doing that, Ethan, I'm going to start in with the white sugar and dark brown sugar. And the dark brown sugar doesn't want to come out, so I have to help it. And you have to make sure you break it up because otherwise it'll be lumpy. So there's that. And then this is, I use sunflower oil. So there we have 1/3 of a cup of oil. And the last ingredient, a couple of eggs, which I have already whisked together. Oh, you know, it's a good thing that I saw those eggs. These are for the topping. This has egg and water in it, so I almost did a blooper, but these are the eggs that go into the batter. Good. All right, now I'm going to take and just very carefully blend it. And while I'm blending it, if you could add the flour, the clove, and all the other seasonings in that big bowl, and I'll let you know when to add it into this mix.
Okay.
Okay, it's
Still a little more.
ready. And make sure you blend it all together. You can just dump it all in. Good. Excellent. Okay. Now here's your, just a little teaspoon at a time. Dump it all in. Okay. Now when I get on the other glove, yeah, it's good. Okay. Stretch it and flatten it. And then I'll take one and do the same. And we have the egg wash here. And you have a brush, and I do too. So when you're ready, you just brush the egg wash over it. You did very well. That's perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so nice. And again, it's like 2-3 inches, and they spread a little bit. And this is 33 minutes. I find that you've got to make sure that it gets brown and it has a nice sheen to it when it bakes. I know you're going to love this.
This one's all done.
Great. Okay, we'll take this, get it ready to be baked, and we'll be back in a little while to show our viewing audience the finished product. There, let's show them how this one looks. So just lift this up, get a good shot of these beautiful almond biscottis, Anne's almond biscottis. You can see, Ethan, why don't you lift that up and show the viewers, it's got like a little sheen to it, and that is what makes it very special looking. And now we're going to attempt to cut it, okay? But this knife really helps. So, and mine as well. It has a nice sheen to it. And here's to you, Anne. It's the way the nuts are distributed in the batter. And you said, Ethan, that this is your favorite out of the two?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'd have to say that anything that has nuts in it is a favorite with me. So pistachios in that one, and almonds in this. This is a good workout, let me tell you. So if you don't get a workout in the gym, try cooking and baking, and you can get your workout in the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
And Ethan and I have made these several times to prepare for the show. So we know which one we like, and there. I'll try a little piece of
Same.
the, yeah,
This one's the smallest.
right.
Tastes good.
It makes many pieces, and these can be put in the refrigerator for a long time, sealed naturally, and I have actually put them in the freezer. So they hold up very, very well. So whichever, try the cranberry pistachio or the almond biscottis, you won't go wrong. Thanks, Ethan. On this segment of Glow's Eatery, I now have my granddaughter, Isabella Mezikowski, and she is going to teach me how to do fruit designs. So I know you know how to do this.
Yep.
So you explain, what is the first fruit design you're going to show me?
Palm trees.
Okay. How do we begin?
We first start with some oranges and place them down on the plate.
Okay, so when you say place them down on the plate, we want the viewers to, you take the orange, but we want them to see it. So how many oranges are we doing?
About 10 or 11.
So that's really a whole orange, huh?
Yeah.
It's like a clementine orange. Okay, let's put the oranges on. And I noticed that you did it rounded down. And this is, you said, the sand?
Yep.
Okay. Very nice. And I know you picked out the blue plate. Is that one of your favorite colors?
Kind of.
Well, I know
It's
you.
my second.
Second favorite. What's your first favorite?
Pink.
Pink. Okay. Should we use all of them?
We still need some for the rest.
Oh, you mean for, like, to spread it out? I think that's good.
Yeah, I have to take a couple out.
Okay, like mine looks pretty good.
Yep.
What do you think? Do you want a few here? It's up to you. We might as well finish them, and then I'll use a few here, okay? That's the first step. Now what?
Now we get one banana and cut them in about 1 inch.
Okay, now you can do it on that plate because you're using a plastic knife. I'm going to do it on the cutting board because I don't want to scratch it. But all right, let's see how you do it. And it makes it easier because you don't have to use the spatula, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll do mine here. Oops. The last little piece. So we take the banana, try to keep it together, right?
Yep.
Okay. Boy. What is your favorite fruit?
Probably oranges.
I heard you say to me the other day that you had 2 oranges in one day. Is that right?
Yep.
Wow. All right, so should I take off the end?
I did.
You did? Okay.
Like a little bit.
All right, now show me how to do it. Okay. All right, so I don't need this. I'm just gonna lift it up, even though it might fall apart, right?
Yep.
Do you think it will fall apart?
I don't know.
Okay, and I'm following what you did because you're doing it like at an angle, right? Gee, that looks pretty. Look at that. That is really, really nice. Very nice. I'm going to take that little banana out. Now, Isabella, you said that the palm tree is made out of kiwis.
Yep.
Okay, show us what you do.
We put the flat side face us.
The flat side face down.
Yeah.
Okay, flat side face down, and you're doing that on both sides. Go ahead, show me.
And we
Okay.
switch sides.
All right. All right. Let me show the people how easy it is to cut the kiwi. You just cut very thin slices like this, right, Isabella?
Yep.
Is that pretty good? Not too thick?
Yeah.
Okay. There. All right. Give me some for mine. Thank you. So it's, how many do we do?
About 10, I'd say.
Okay, is that what you have? Could probably add a few more.
9, I think.
Okay. So there, that, this, all right. Gee, this is beautiful. You know what I like about this too? The colors, you know, because you pick the blue background like the ocean, and it just looks beautiful. Why don't we turn it around to show our viewers what it looks like? That is, wow, you did a great job. Beautiful, and there's more to come, right? And show me how to make the turtle.
So first, I'm going to start with the head. You'll put it where the big kind of circle, half circle, and then we can do the legs, which would be a half of a grape.
Okay, so the head, like so. Now, do you notice something? It keeps rolling, all right? And we talked about this when we were rehearsing. And what did we decide to do?
Cut off a little bit on the bottom.
Right, so that's what I'm going to do with this one. And you might, just a little bit, you might want to do it too. Good. And then it doesn't go anywhere. It stays, okay? Now, you have the 4 feet, okay? Now this is where we get a little bit delicate and tricky. And so I'm going to put this here. Now, there is one thing that's missing, and that's the tail. How do we make the tail?
You would cut off, cut it like that. and then
Okay.
That.
Here, why don't you show our viewers how you do it? There.
So first I do it in the middle. And then I do it on the other side.
That's right. And you know what I just found? I found the ones we did at the house. See what they are? You're doing exactly what we prepared. So here is the little tail on the turtle, sort of like a quarter section of a grape. So we just put that like so. So here we have the turtle, but there's something missing. And
The
what's missing?
eyes.
That's right. We used these eyes. They're candy eyes. And we're going to put these on the turtle, right?
Yes.
Okay, there. Now, how do we do it?
So first, you take the sticks, say, take a little bit,
All right,
and then put some on the bottom,
okay.
and then you put them like where I would be.
Okay. There's like, I might have used a little too much frosting, but it does work.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not real glue, but it's
No.
frosting.
Frosting glue. That's a good point. And you can eat it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's adorable. There. Let me see. That is so, we'll just, boop. There is, and if you really want your children to eat fruit, this is a great way to get them started on it, right?
Yes.
Now we have another, Isabella has another one prepared, so let's move that to the side. Okay, now what are we making?
Caterpillars?
That's right, we're making caterpillars. Now, what did we decide to do with the celery to make it less wobbly?
We cut off a little bit on the bottom.
Right, we just took a little bit and just made it just a little thin piece. Right, and just so that we can work with it. All right, now you might, Isabella, I don't know if you'd like to use the, good. I don't know if you want to use this to add the peanut butter. I think it'd be easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so show us how to do it.
First you take some peanut butter and spread it into the celery.
Okay. Mmm. Oh, this is so delicious.
Yep.
Wow. These are so nice. Nice job, Isabella.
Thanks.
Very nice. Okay, I'm ready for the next step.
Some grapes.
And what colors, like how do you do it? The body, what color
Is
do you?
the purple and the head is the green.
Smart, smart, okay. How many do you think I need?
Actually, I think we need 4.
You think so? Let me see.
Well, I probably need 4.
Yeah, you
Mine
know why? My grapes
are
are big.
Mine too.
Right, so then I want the head to be like that, okay? Now here's the tough part, all right? Show us how to do the antennas and the eyes. So take it out and just poke 2 holes. Oops, mine went all the way through. Is that all right?
That's okay.
I guess so. All right, so I did 2 holes, all right? And then we cut pieces of celery, real thin. And Isabella's showing too how thin it is, 1 inch by an infinitesimal amount in width. And let's see if we can't squeeze the, see, some of them will go in and some of them won't. That one's too thick. This one's thin. Okay, I got 1 in. Did you?
Yep.
Okay, and I've got, I think, another thin one. Find one that's thin. All right, now you have another idea. I think I can put it back down now.
Yep.
So that goes in the back. I think I would turn this like so, only because you want room for the eyes.
Yes.
And show us what you do for eyes.
So we use these again. Put frosting and then dial some
Frosting and what?
chocolate chips.
Chocolate chips. So that's different. You're not doing the eyes, the candy eyes,
Yep.
right? These are so teeny. The apples, the kiwi, orange, bananas, or the grapes? Which one do you think you would prefer?
Probably the grapes.
Really? There, that is adorable. Look at that. You did a terrific job. That is wonderful. Look at that. That is great. And in a few minutes, I would like to have your brother come back on, and maybe he can enjoy this, and I'll share some of the things that he's made, okay? We have an array of items here that we have made for this show. Ethan, come on back and see what Isabella has made for our viewers, and look what you've made.
Isabella, what are these supposed to be?
That one's supposed to be palm trees. That one's supposed to be a turtle, and that one's supposed to be a caterpillar.
Isn't that great? Which would you prefer if you saw those and you had to choose what you might like to eat as a fruit?
I really like the caterpillar, but I kind of want the turtle.
Really? Well, if you want, help yourself, because I have more. I can make more. I have more celeries and everything, so you can pick apart and try the biscotti that he made. It really is. Go ahead, give it a try. It really is delicious. That, I know that you probably have little wires, and my grandchildren are going through the the braces era, but congratulations on such a wonderful show, and actually a wonderful opportunity for me to be able to cook and bake with you. And I hope you look forward to many more shows with Ethan and Isabella. And just tune in. We are on YouTube, and the recipes are at the end of the show. There's a little arrow in the corner that will identify where those recipes are. Or you can contact me at glowmez@verizon.net, and I can give you these delightful recipes to share with your family. Thank you for joining us. And thank you to Isabella and Ethan. It was great having you both on the show. Thank you.